LEGO Indiana Jones is a pretty cool theme. It's one of the only themes that have really unique builds that LEGO wouldn't do otherwise, like old real-world vehicles. Even if it's a real vehicle that killed real people. I've been pretty happy with the new LEGO Indiana Jones set that were released last year, although there's really only 2 sets that anyone can afford and one that is ridiculously expensive. It was nice to see the theme return since I grew up with it as a standard LEGO theme, like Marvel or Star Wars. These 2 minifigs are honorable Star Wars and Indiana Jones minifigures respectively. Now we just need a Blade Runner minifig to complete the set. At least Red Hulk can join this group soon. Also, there was a planned 3rd set that would have been more expensive, but it would have been based on Temple of Doom, the best Indiana Jones movie. A notable exception from the set's release since there was 2 based on Raiders and 1 based on The Last Crusade. One of the Raider sets being 18+ and being Ultimate Collector Series made it more like one set people could afford from these movies. Oddly enough, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was also shafted entirely with no planned set, but that makes sense because it sucks and I hate it. It also had a whole wave back when the movie came out. I don't actually hate this movie, by the way. Most people hate this movie for really stupid reasons. I really liked this movie and saw it as a fun movie to watch that logically updated the story to the Cold War. However, the Dial of Destiny has no sets. Ever. Literally none, even though they brought back the LEGO theme alongside the movie. There was no planned or released sets to anyone's knowledge. This makes sense since apparently it was an awful movie. I asked my friend who loves the franchise and what he thought, and he said, "Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny was so bad, I am forever mentally scarred and deformed." So yeah, not too good. You're probably wondering why I've gathered you all here today, and to put it bluntly, I want to explore the possibility of LEGO making more Indiana Jones sets. Will they make more LEGO Indiana Jones sets, or will the sets that have already been released be what we have for the rest of the time? Only time will tell, but I'm going to present my case as to why I should say, and then speculate based on LEGO's pattern with other themes, as well as explore the past of the theme to see why they stopped initially. Before we jump into the video, please leave a like and comment your thoughts. Thank you for watching this video, and let's just jump straight into this. The main reason why LEGO should keep making LEGO Indiana Jones set is simply the sheer volume of cool sets made specifically for this theme. I mean, what other reason is there? Some of these sets are so amazing that if LEGO dropped it now, I would break the bank to acquire them. Indiana Jones is a franchise mostly set in the mid-20th century, and there are a lot of cool vehicles that were made in that time period. For the most part, a lot of cool Indiana Jones sets are vehicle-based, much like LEGO Star Wars. What makes these interesting in particular is the aesthetic. Older cars and planes are something that is really sought after for the look and style, and having these cool vehicles in LEGO form is always cool to see. On top of that, the LEGO Indiana Jones theme is a really cool looking theme that I always considered adjacent to LEGO Star Wars. Both were created by George Lucas, and the fascination with different cultures to draw ideas from is far more apparent in Indiana Jones and Star Wars simply because it's based on real life, even if this is clearly an exaggeration of Hinduism. To be fair, this is my reaction to eating curry. I feel like I'm going crazy with these LEGO sets. They are so well made and there's very few of them. It seems like LEGO is allergic to money because even if they just remade all the old set with modern design technique, they'd have a Scrooge McDuck room for all the cash they'd get, especially since the appeal to the adult fans of LEGO crowd more so than the UCS Indiana Jones set. This leaves me wondering, why did LEGO stop making Indiana Jones set? Let's look at the franchise and LEGO Indiana Jones from the past to see if we can find a reason. Doing some research on Google, I wanted to come up with a clear-cut, definitive explanation as to why the theme stopped. However, when doing my research, I came across a few likely explanations as to why, and it's rather interesting. My first guess as to why is that it didn't do well financially. Understandably, if a theme isn't selling well, there'd be no reason to keep it around. Just ask LEGO Dimensions how it feels to be unprofitable. However, it had nothing to do with profitability. The LEGO Group has stated that it helped them break into the stagnant toy market of 2008, along with LEGO Star Wars, and the sets did especially well in North America. Looking at how sought after these sets are now, it makes sense that money had nothing to do with its cancellation. To be fair, LEGO investors will make a tile piece expensive if it's old and exclusive enough. One thing I noticed is the singular Temple of Doom set simply labeled the Temple of Doom, and apparently, the planned Temple of Doom set I mentioned earlier was cancelled due to it depicting a Hindu god, Kali. Religion isn't something LEGO wants to touch for good reason. Religion is a divisive topic, and LEGO is a global company that appeals to everyone. Even though Indiana Jones is like a movie version of the Coexist bumper sticker. Since there's no clear-cut reason, if I had to take a guess as to why the themes ended, I'd say it probably had to do with the sheer volume of themes LEGO likes to avoid, like religion and war. Fun fact, LEGO doesn't like war. Fun fact, I also don't like war. We should team up. While this franchise was made by the Star Wars guy, Indiana Jones deals with more mature imagery like the Nazis and the Soviet Union. And while LEGO has censored obvious changes and hasn't made a set based on this scene, I just think having a German soldier from the 1930s is a good enough reason to say, yeah, we're done, this movie doesn't need to be promoted anymore, and the video games are done being made. Simply put, they had the theme as a way to cross-promote the LEGO game and the new at the time movie. However, once they ran out of safe things to make sets on, they just had to quit while they were ahead. Again, LEGO will not make this into a LEGO set. If I have to explain why, I have magic beans to sell you. So yeah, that's why the theme ended, and bringing it back to cross-promote the new movie makes sense given that they remade 3 sets as the entire wave. If I had to guess, I'd say the theme will likely return when Bethesda makes their new Indiana Jones game, since it seems like that game will just be seen as a new entry in the franchise. I don't think they'll make sets based on it though, because who would buy them, except for maybe diehard fans. However, they could do what they did last year and remake some safe sets to keep them in safe waters, since nobody has a problem with these. Although, I don't think people want Kingdom of the Crystal Skull sets again. Maybe I'm wrong, but South Park has some pretty choice things to say about the movie, and public perception probably hasn't swung around like the Star Wars prequels had. These movies were hated when they came out, and now it's common to see someone spend their entire inheritance on 40 boxes of clone troopers to make them stand at attention and nothing else. Overall, I think it's very likely we'll see LEGO Indiana Jones sets in the future, even if they are remakes of older sets. Just because there aren't new movies hasn't stopped LEGO before, and it honestly feels like this could be a nice treat LEGO could release every once in a while. However, I could also see the return wave as a one-time thing, since it's a theme that doesn't fit with the LEGO's current chosen themes to partner with, like Mario, Sonic, or Minecraft. Although the likelihood we'll get another UCS set based on a big action set piece, like the new UCS set, is very likely given that when it comes to adult price range, LEGO is more comfortable touching mature themes. Look at Jaws for example. Sure, it's a PG movie, but I think most people consider it a horror movie meant for kids over the age of LEGO's target demographic. It made me scared when I was 12, so there's that. Yeah, that's pretty much the video. I don't like drawing out the ending, so I guess this is goodbye for now. New video next week. Bye bye.